Oh, welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey, ready for a little more crochet. Sorry about yesterday, I mixed up my schedule, messed up my whole week, and I did not have a video available to be put out yesterday, so that was completely me getting the wrong schedule. Yeah, so sorry about that. I will definitely be paying closer attention to that because I do not have time to do this on work days. I barely can do anything on a work day. Anyways, glad you're here today, and we are working on my designed shirt that I'm sure someone else has come up with something similar or exact same thing. This is just something I've made up in my own head for a shirt that I really liked that unfortunately ended up ripping in a few spots so badly that I have to remake it. But I am doing a bit of a change on the pattern. And so far, I think I like the way it's looking. A little more uniform, a little more of an actual pattern. Anyways, glad you're here today. Let's hang out and crochet a little bit. So I am waiting for a Amazon delivery today. I am getting my vacuum. It's bought, it's paid for, it arrives today on my day off. So after this, I hopefully will have it soon and I can put it together and start vacuuming. Very excited. I know. For some people that isn't a big deal, but when you've gone a long time with a vacuum that doesn't work, it is a big deal, and it's lovely, and it will hopefully help me keep the house cleaner in less time with no more overheating and smells that are terrible. That's all I'm going for. I did buy something I didn't have it on my list, but got myself a nice pair of little headphones. Brand new, nice blue. They work really nicely. I'm very happy with them. So they came yesterday. They cost me a whole $23. Down from $100. So, sometimes when you wait for the sales, it's definitely worth it. But I had to give my son back his because he misplaced a pair, and all the other ones we have in the household are not very good quality, and things like I went out with a pair on during a windy day and it just kept cutting out my book, and it was really quite I don't want to say annoying, but kind of. Not that it's the biggest problem in the world, but I thought, I was either going to dye my hair, but then I saw that and I was like, well, you know what? Hair dye can wait. I'm okay with that. Just because I do enjoy listening to my book and stuff on my break and on my commute. And so it was just more of a thing for myself. I tried them out. I decided I do want a pair because my bigger headphones, I don't really like wearing them outside because they get a little bit sweaty. And the fake leather on them is already starting to peel on them, so I really don't want to make it worse. I am thinking about making maybe a cotton cover to cover that. I mean, they are comfortable, they are big, but they are over the ear ones and they are quite noticeable and quite pricey, so I don't really like them being out. These ones, if something happens to them, it's not the end of the world, and they are water resistant for sweating or rainy. So that helped with my decision making on that whole thing. I'll save my big over the ear ones at home for when I'm listening to my music and really want that nice experience or a movie late at night. Well, these new ones have a pretty good sound range. Voices sound really clear, and the bass sounds good. So if I wanted to listen to music, it's not going to sound terrible like the other pair I was using. Music did not sound good in those ones. So that is a big plus for me. I'm very happy with my purchases for things that I will find useful in my day-to-day life. No yarn this time. I'm sorry. I skipped yarn this time because I do have quite a bit starting to stack up on me. Like, I mean, I just got 9 of them and I haven't even started to ball them up, cake them or nothing. They're just kind of sitting there, and I got some vintage yarn that I have here that I haven't done anything with yet. So I'm trying to be mindful that you can go a little bit crazy. Just because you have money doesn't mean you have to go and fill your house full of things. I am actively trying to pay down some bills and also upgrade some of our older pre-used furniture that is just nearing the end of its useful life. Like, you know, I have an armoire over here that is, we're probably at the 8th or 9th set of people that own them, and the wood isn't holding the screws anymore. The shelves aren't staying. The back I've had to nail on 3 or 4 times. So it's just, you know, I don't know how much longer I can keep using it for clothing. Just because it's really starting to fall apart. I have one in my washing machine room, which is also my storage room, that basically a neighbor dropped off one day. They're like, hey, do you want a shelf? And I was like, sure, cool. And I took it, and it is in horrible shape. It is definitely fake wood, and it is not in the best shape. It's been moved around a lot, and I have one upstairs that's fake wood, and I have a bunch of DVDs and VHSs on it, and if I didn't, it would fall to the ground. It is in such bad shape. So I just want to start getting rid of some of this stuff that is pretty much at the point of no return. I don't like throwing things out, but I'm at a point where these are unfixable. There's not a lot you can do with the MDF boards when they start to warp and all that kind of stuff, because it's really hard to cut them or anything like that, and I don't have the facilities for that. So they are dangerous, and I don't really want them around my kids. My bed is actually disintegrating. The mattress cover is full of holes, and it is seriously disintegrating. So I'm hoping within the next year or so I'll be able to buy myself something that is a little bit newer. Even if it's not brand new, I'm okay with that, but I would prefer to go with maybe one of those mattresses in a bag type of thing. The ones that you unroll and you leave them for a day. They are probably going to be the best option for me, just because they don't have the metal springs. My back just really doesn't handle it, and I was told a long time ago by doctors to probably just go into foam mattresses. So that's what I'm looking at. My middle daughter has one, and she absolutely loves it. Thank you, mother-in-law. She sleeps on it every night, and she will not sleep on anything with springs in it. So what are you gonna do? So those are my plans and stuff, and working on my projects when I can. I get 1 day off, and then I'm on for a day, and then I get 2 off. So it's kind of a interesting setup. I'm covering shifts for somebody who's on vacation, so these aren't my normal shifts. So it's throwing me off a little bit this week, and that's okay. It's okay. You got to be adaptable. But apparently I'm doing very well and learning really fast, and that's good. Keeping up with the pace. Customers are really enjoying what I'm doing so far. So that's all good stuff. Love hearing that. And yeah. So that's good stuff. Been eating very, very well. Been eating a lot of cucumber sandwiches because cucumbers are in season right now. And spinach, cucumber, a little bit of cream cheese, some salt. Oh, so good. On a cute little dinner roll. Love it. That is such a good little snack at work. Not too heavy, but enough nutrients to give you that wow factor. Because, I mean, spinach is so full of iron. So that is always a good thing. Alright, now we're moving on to our 2 rows of double crochet. I do 1 and then I do 2 and then 1. So each one of these little strings is 2 just to keep up with the 2 chains I've done. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to turn my hook, not twist it. I don't like twisting them at the ends. I don't like the way that works out. I'd rather turn my hook. I pull it out, turn the direction it's going, and I find that it's less twisty on the bottom, if that makes any sense. It doesn't look it right at the moment, but it does as you go along. So that's my double crochets. So they have a really nice look to them where it's pretty uniform. Does not look bad at all. I really like it. Thinking about maybe taking one of my thicker blacks or something and just outlining this. So I might do that just because that's one of the spots that ripped was right down in here. So yeah, this is around where it ripped, right about in here. My fibers must have got caught on something, which would not have surprised me at all, or something happened, I don't know. But it was right in one of those areas, and right near the bottom, and another spot was like in one of these areas. This just all started unraveling, and so I'm thinking, yeah, maybe a outline in a darker black, because I do have some thinner blacks, and it will probably help shape it as well, I'm thinking. We'll see how it goes. We're still designing, so I want to get this one side finished. So I've been taking this one to work with me and working on it there. And just when I can, you know, sitting down for a break, listening to my book, eating a snack, and texting my husband and son usually, and yeah. Just give yourself a few moments of peace to keep going for the rest of the day, because I mean, I'm not used to working. I'm getting used to it again, but it is taking some adjustments. Oh, pardon me. And yeah, it's looking really nice. I mean, I've said it a million times, I do really like this colorway. I love it, love it, love it. It's one of my favorites. There's a few that I really, really find memorable, and this is one of them. But so far, I went from mid-hip to mid-hip over my shoulder for my measurement, which makes it a long piece to work on. But that's roughly where I want this particular shirt to sit, is in about mid-hip area. I know it's going to stretch. It is cotton. It is going to stretch, and I understand that, and I'm totally accommodating for that. I'm also running around quite a bit, so I seem to be losing some of the baby weight that I've had, and that's going to factor in too. So there's all that to deal with. And keep on going. Oh, here we go. And meeting up with that. Now the purple and green together kind of throw me off a little, but I actually find that to be one of my more favorite parts. When it's all put together, it really gives it a really fun vibe to it. But it is definitely different. And there we go. And a couple more double crochets for the win. I'm just a little tired out after talking so much for days and days and on end. Having one day off and being super tired after being super on for days. Boy, I say super a lot, don't I? Seems my word. Super! Super fabulous. I'm going to putter around for a little bit, do some house cleaning, possibly a little bit of laundry. It's a little bit cooler right now. So that's fabulous news. I can at least get a load or two done today. Back to work, and then 2 days off because I think we have something planned with some kids. I don't know. The weekend. I don't know what's going on. I'll find out as we go along. That's usually how it works for me, right? And one more. So we're a quarter of the way through this row now. Just a tiny bit. And 2. And 1. Oh, I have missed crochet so much. I feel like I'm just like neglecting my crochet. I'm not, but it feels like it. Not to mention all my diamond art that I have that I'd really like to finish at some point. But, you know, these are fun things. I need to do the responsible things. It's no fair being a grown-up. Get to do whatever you want. Keep telling my kids, you don't know, children. You don't know. Anyhow, thanks for joining me here today at All the Crackers in the Box. And I will see you again very soon. Bye.